Hello everyone, it is I, Lol2066, and we are back with the Moon drama. This time we'll be talking about the Pastel Llamas drama. Pastel Llamas, if you're not aware, is an animal jam group created by V. I'm just going to use a letter to replace their actual name. They created a YouTube channel that focuses on live streaming animal jam content. This is important as Moon was a part of this group. A side note, Moon was the one that created the YouTube channel for Pastel Llamas, but she doesn't own Pastel Llamas. So where we left off on the third drama was that Clyde and Moon are now good friends and dislike us. Moon currently had a good friend called Fuzzy Chilibean, who I will refer to as Fuzzy. Moon introduced Clyde to Fuzzy on April the 23rd, and they became quick close friends. On the 24th of April, Clyde posted an apology video and contacted both me and Scar directly. We find out from Clyde that Moon is not sorry about her actions. I wasn't a part of the entirety of this pastel drama, so that's why I have Clyde here with me. Clyde, please explain what happened next.
Myself, Fuzzy, and Moon had created a group chat together. On April 29th, I had a spat with Moon over wishing to end the fight with Moon. And the rest of the group became friends again. Unfortunately, Moon took offense that and argued with me. Then I left the group chat. I was in with Fuzzy and Moon. Then I contacted Scar about Moon.
In response, Thrasher got into contact with Moon on May the 7th. Continuing onwards on May the 7th, the same day, Clyde went onto the Happy Chi Chi server to rant about Moon. She did this as Moon had bought herself and Fuzzy membership, to which Moon revoked as soon as their friendship ended. She also then proceeded to block them. Moon then goes on about how she was bullied by these two despite, that not being entirely truthful.
On May 17th, Fuzzy began to talk to me, which Fuzzy brought up the Pastel Llamas to me. I wanted to join the Pastel Llamas.
Then Fuzzy tells Moon about this, to which an argument broke out between Moon and Fuzzy. This displays a rather unlikable quality of Moon's, which is that Moon is extremely overprotective. Moon has no right to control nor cherry pick who Fuzzy and Clyde wish for their friends to be. The way Moon reacts to Fuzzy's kind offer is extremely heated and overly emotional to the point where it could be considered mild manipulation. For instance, Moon hanging this promise over Fuzzy's head or suggesting that she's depressed and that Fuzzy is a fake friend like us. It hurts to know these things, even though Moon is in the wrong with how she acted, and in a ways she's attempting to guilt trip Fuzzy into believing she's a bad person for leaving Moon.
After this, Fuzzy and I bonded over the toxic behavior of Moon. Now Fuzzy, having seen the way Moon treats people who oppose her, I reached out to Scar asking her if we could fix the relationship with Moon. I then created a group chat titled Let's End This, which included myself, Scar, Ole, Fuzzy, and Moon. Didn't go too well. Ended up with more arguing. Early on, May 19th, Fuzzy and I confronted the rest of Pastel Llamas about Moon's toxic behavior. I used this as proof so I could join Pastel Llamas and replace Moon due to her bad behavior towards Fuzzy and myself. I then chose to be a red llama, which contradicted Moon's color choice of being a pink llama. Moon's anger was uncontrollable in the comments made by Nacho So, another member of Pastel Llamas who agreed with replacing Moon with me. So Moon reported me to the creator of Pastel Llamas for being in the group. They didn't wish for me to be kicked out because they didn't have a problem with me being in her group.
So on May 20th, Moon decided to take matters into her own hands. You know how earlier I mentioned that Moon was the one that created the YouTube account for the Pastel Llamas? Well, everyone in the group had access to the password so that they could all upload on there. But Moon set it up. It was linked to her email address, and so she changed the password and refused to give it back. She was acting completely irrationally and effectively ruined the entire group for everyone else in it just to hurt Clyde. Moon, in retaliation, created the video on the Pastel Llamas account, so I'm getting replaced in the Pastel Llamas group. The description read, I'm getting replaced by a dark red colored llama, yet that's not even pastel. This reiterates a Clyde's point that Moon was very frustrated with being replaced by a Clyde. Here are some highlights from this video.
So we have a replacement over this one. Yeah, so what should we do with Galactic? They're literally kicking me out, replacing me with this dumb person that is literally not even pastel. So Fluffy is literally just trying to replace me with someone that's not even pastel llama. Red isn't a pastel color costume. So this is the person I'm talking about. So this person right here. So here's their llama right here. And apparently they think they're a pastel llama now, which they're not. Red isn't a pastel color. Pink is literally the pastel version of red. And that's true and that's never gonna change. So I've changed the password and stuff to the YouTube account and YouTube Gmail and Gmail YouTube password and Gmail password. So they won't be able to log on because I'm pretty sure Fluffy has already given the password to Euclid, and I don't want that. Anyways, I'm the one who created the email in the first place, so I get to decide. Well, you attempted to try and let Euclid join. Did I already told Fluffy before, no, nobody's allowed to join anymore. These are the only members, and it'll remain that way. Yet she doesn't listen and goes ahead and It's just like, nah, whatever. I'll just invite this freaking idiot. Because she was like bullying me constantly, if I was, and I'm sick of it. If I'm not a pastel llama anymore, then wow. Gonna always be a pastel llama. So yeah, I'm always gonna be in the group, so they get to decide. They don't get to decide, honestly. Really sick of this. I don't want to do this drama. Again, more drama, apparently, and
She also went on a rant on the Pastel Llama group chat and argued a bit with who is supposedly a Clyde or Fuzzy. This displays one of Moon's numerous dislikable qualities, this being that she can be rather hypocritical. She has said before that our group has been excluding her, and how that's bad. However, as shown, she did the same thing when she excluded a Clyde from the Pastel Llamas. Another thing to mention is that Moon didn't have the authority nor verification from V to do that, and so it is unfair that she made this judgment in the first place. It is not right of her to say if a Clyde should or shouldn't be a part of Pastel Llamas. After hearing this, I was astonished and pretty upset for the Pastel Llamas, so on the same day I created my own group, Delicious Dears. Everyone from the old group was welcome to join, and surely they did. Moon tried her best to stay away from us, as we made it rather clear that we wanted nothing more to do with her. At this point, Fuzzy had seen the bad side of Moon, Clyde likewise, and so they were more inclined to trust us than Moon. On May 22nd, 2 days after the creation of Delicious Dears, Moon was allowed to join. This didn't last long, as I grew increasingly uncomfortable with her in the chat. I hadn't gotten over our spat from about a month ago, and wasn't going to forget all of the bad things she's said and done. I understand everyone deserves a second chance, however Moon had already had her second chance and had broken our trust many times over. I wasn't prepared to face Moon yet. I was willing to be civil with Moon, but I didn't wish to be her friend again. I wish that she could have respected my boundaries, and I still stand by this. I don't mind if Moon wished to be friends with other people in the group, just personally speaking, I didn't want to be her friend again. This went on until May 23rd, when the straw broke the camel's back. At 5 p.m. on that day, Moon apologized to me, Scar, and Wolfie, to which I didn't really accept her apology. I was still highly suspicious of her, considering she was a known scammer and did some pretty mean things in the past. See this stuff in an upcoming video. To which, at 5:20 p.m., I ended up leaving the Delicious Dears group chat. This is the second time I had left a group chat or created a group to escape Moon. This led to a screaming match between Wolfie and Moon, as referenced in the following screenshots. I apologized to Moon at 5:30 p.m. However, seemingly Moon left Delicious Dears as everyone seemed to move on from the drama. At some point within this drama, likely before the Delicious Dears was even created, myself and Scar discovered one of Moon's older videos. In this video, titled Discord Shutting Down, Moon displays a sneak peek of sorts at her new Gacha Life video. In this, it shows several characters that look like us. This has been confirmed by Fuzzy and was later confirmed by Moon herself. We also see Moon's character violently stabbing and hurting Scar. In this video, it detailed an introduction of sorts to these characters, and I will show you why we suspected that they are supposed to represent us. The actual video itself followed the plotline of the main bully gang. The video begins with Fluffy, Akari, and Mars sitting at a bench, possibly chatting. Kara and Jaden are off to the side, sitting by themselves. Soon, Rose walks into the scene and is stopped by Akari. Akari questions Rose's presence, and Rose therefore has to lie. Akari, in return, asks Rose to follow her. Rose accepts this, and Kara expresses her worries. Next, the bully gang takes Rose to a bathroom, Kara following close behind. Once in the bathroom, Akari demands for Rose to sit. Fluffy begins to lock the bathroom door. After this, Akari warns Rose not to tell anyone about this, while she pulls out a knife. This is where the violence begins. Next, Akari is shown stabbing / slicing Rose across the face, while Fluffy pulls out scissors. Fluffy then trims off Rose's hair, and Rose begs for them to stop. Akari, not wanting to get caught, takes some tissues and wipes Rose's cut. Then, the bully gang leaves the scene of the crime. Hey, this is post-recording lore here. And I just wanted to say this little thing. Looking back through these screenshots, I want to point out that Moon has the tendency to, as soon as someone apologizes, she randomly brings up some sort of sob story in the middle of conversation when she was not really asked to bring this up. I don't think she's doing this intentionally, but unintentionally trying to gain people's sympathy. So in the Everybody Leave chat, after we had finished our conversation with her, she said all of this. And then again, after I had apologized to her for my actions, she said this. I've attempted to blur out some of the stuff in case this information is rather private, which I consider it is, and I wouldn't really want to express that. But she does do this a lot, and I want to point this out that it's not really necessary for Moon to be saying these things. I wanted to display another one of Moon's rather suspicious aspects. She seems to have a tendency to buy friends. As seen in this screenshot, she essentially is given out an item of value and because of that expects friendship in return. This is a rather odd behavior that I believe should be brought up. Just because Moon gifts someone something, she really shouldn't expect that person to give it back because the friendship has ended. It's brought me to believe that perhaps she gives out gifts in an attempt to make people stick around, but I don't have much proof of this, although it can be implied. I just wanted to show you guys some things that I found in the Pastel Llama drama video posted on the Pastel Llama's account that Moon uploaded. She was jamagramming 323 a Clyde, or just a Clyde, and at first she just wrote, "You tried," with a smiley face, and then quickly changed it to, "You have no right to frame me for bullying, you bullied me," essentially. Which I find kind of ironic considering she said basically the same thing to Scar when Scar asked about like rights and stuff. But like also the fact that she changed it also kind of shows that she has that kind of like snarky behavior, which kind of irritates a lot of people. Also, Fuzzy, tried to body Moon during the video, and Moon just completely ignored it. Anyway, this is the end of the video, but hey, stick around, there's still much more to come, and if you haven't seen the previous video, I'd highly suggest go checking it out. Anyways, stay tuned.